Alternatives to TRT, what your doctor isn't telling you. Okay, check this out. Most guys struggling with low testosterone are being pushed towards lifetime TRT injections. But what if I told you there are alternatives to TRT that actually work? TRT is like putting your car in neutral and pushing it uphill. It works, but you're doing all the heavy lifting forever. When I was with the Patriots 100 years ago, Belichick always had a plan B, C, and D ready. Your testosterone strategy should be no different. While TRT works for some guys, these alternatives to TRT don't require lifetime injections, fertility risks, or potential heart complications. I remember my first NFL training camp. I was crushing it physically, but mentally exhausted. A guy named Dion Branch told me something like, "Hey, Rook, you're playing checkers while everyone else is playing chess." That's exactly what's happening with most guys' approach to testosterone. Today, I'm breaking down the best alternatives to TRT that can help you reclaim your energy, strength, and drive without needles and lifetime commitment. So here's the deal. Low T's crushing millions of men, zapping energy, killing sex drive, and making it impossible to build muscle. Most doctors treat low T like there's only one play in the playbook, but championship teams have multiple strategies. This isn't about just feeling better. It's about reclaiming your manhood and living the life you're meant to live. I'll walk you through the three most effective alternatives to TRT, including what actually worked for me and hundreds of guys we've helped. And stick around for number three. It's the alternative to TRT that most doctors completely overlook, but it's been a game changer for guys in their late 30s, 40s, 50s, and even 60s. Okay, understanding why TRT isn't always the answer. Let's start with how TRT works. You inject synthetic testosterone, your levels go up, but your body stops making its own. Simple, right? TRT is like putting training wheels on your bike. Sure, you'll ride, but you'll never learn to balance on your own. But here's what they don't tell you about TRT. First, it's a lifetime commitment. So once you start, your natural production shuts down. Stop the injections and you crash harder than before. Second, your testes will literally shrink. They're like muscles, use them or lose them. When they're not producing testosterone anymore, they atrophy. Third, fertility takes a massive hit. Sperm production plummets for most guys on TRT, and you can usually get it back, but it's not always that easy. And fourth, there are potential cardiovascular risks that many doctors downplay. Hematocrit can get too high, and you'll have to donate blood so it doesn't get thicker than a milkshake. TRT is the lifetime subscription model of hormone therapy. They got you paying monthly for life, and the price always goes up. I actually had a buddy from the Bucks who went on TRT at 36 after he was done playing. 2 years in, his wife wanted to try for another kid. The doctor basically said, "Good luck with that." His boys weren't swimming anymore. Talk about a tough conversation at home. Which brings me to the first alternative to TRT. Alternative to TRT1, lifestyle optimization. Your testosterone is like a high performance engine. Put in premium fuel and regular maintenance and it'll run better. Most guys are shocked when they learn how much these factors tank their T levels. First, sleep. Sleep for testosterone is like charging your phone. Try functioning at low battery and see how that goes. Research shows that just 1 week of poor sleep can drop your testosterone by 15%. Second, stress management. When cortisol goes up, testosterone goes down. It's like a seesaw. Third, exercise, especially resistance training. Heavy compound lifts like squats and deadlifts are testosterone rocket fuel. And fourth, body fat percentage. Carrying extra fat is like driving with a parking brake on. You're fighting yourself the whole way. Fat tissue literally converts testosterone to estrogen. In the NFL, we'd spend more time in recovery mode than actual practice. Your testosterone works the same way. The magic happens during rest and recovery. So when I first retired from football, I was still eating like I was burning 5,000 calories a day. My gut grew faster than my investment portfolio. But once I fixed my diet, my testosterone levels jumped 20% in 3 months. No prescriptions needed. But what if you're already doing this and still struggling? That's where this next alternative to TRT comes in. Alternative to TRT2, targeted supplementation. The right supplements are like offensive linemen. They don't score touchdowns, but they make everything else possible. The supplement industry is full of BS testosterone boosters. There are a few that actually work as alternatives to TRT. The foundation is zinc, magnesium, and omega-3s. These three are non-negotiables for any guy with low T. Taking zinc and magnesium for testosterone is like changing your oil regularly. Basic maintenance that prevents bigger problems. Studies show that correcting a zinc deficiency can boost testosterone by up to 50%. And magnesium helps free up testosterone that's bound and inactive in your body. For a lot of guys, adding vitamin D is crucial too. It's technically a hormone, not a vitamin, and it directly supports testosterone production. We had a client, successful Wall Street guy, spending like $300 a month on fancy testosterone boosters. His levels were still in the tank. We switched him to basic zinc, magnesium, and vitamin D. $30 a month total, and his numbers jumped 150 points in 8 weeks. Sometimes the simple plays work best. For dosing, most guys need about 25 milligrams of zinc, at least 150 milligrams of magnesium, and 2,000 to 500 IUs of vitamin D daily. These supplements work even better when combined with our next alternative to TRT. Alternative to TRT 3, the comprehensive approach. This approach is like having a pit crew for your hormones instead of just a gas station attendant. The magic isn't in any one component, it's in how they work together as a complete alternative to TRT. At VitalityRx, we developed what we call the Reboot program. It combines 4 key elements. First, a compounded prescription with enclomiphene, DHEA, 7-keto DHEA, and a small dose of progesterone. Enclomiphene stimulates your body's natural testosterone production without shutting it down. Second, an intermittent dosing strategy. Taking it only 2 to 4 times a week instead of daily dramatically reduces side effects while maintaining the benefits. Third, personalized supplementation with those key nutrients we just talked about, tailored to your specific needs. And fourth, ongoing monitoring and adjustments to optimize your results. Championship teams don't just have great players, they have the systems to make those players better. Your hormones work the same way. I remember this guy, 52-year-old exec, who'd been offered TRT by 3 different doctors. Guy was making 7 figures, but feeling like a zombie. 6 weeks into our program, he texted me from his vacation in Cabo. Dude, I just surfed for 3 hours straight. And my wife can't keep up with me in the bedroom. Whatever you're doing, don't stop. That's the difference a comprehensive approach makes. If you're interested in this alternative to TRT, look for providers who understand the synergistic approach. Most conventional doctors aren't trained in this methodology. So there you have it, 3 powerful alternatives to TRT: lifestyle optimization, targeted supplementation, and the comprehensive approach. Your hormone health is a marathon, not a sprint. Choose the approach that keeps you running for life. After trying multiple approaches, we found most guys get the best results by starting with the lifestyle and supplements, then adding the comprehensive approach if needed. TRT should be the last resort, not the first option. TRT is like the rebound relationship after a breakup. Feels good at first, but creates more problems than it solves. When I was actually deciding on my own hormone strategy back in the day, I was talking to an old ball coach of mine that I kept in touch with, and he said something I'll never forget. The easy choice is rarely the right choice. That stuck with me throughout building VitalityRx and helping hundreds of men find better alternatives to TRT. You don't have to choose between feeling like crap and committing to lifetime TRT injections. There's effective alternatives to TRT that can help you feel like yourself again. Drop a comment below if you've tried any alternatives to TRT or have any questions. And make sure to subscribe for more videos on optimizing your hormones naturally. Thanks for watching, and remember, what gets measured gets managed.